Yo, what's going on, my psychedelic squadron? It's your boy Trippy here, coming at you with another Madden 19 video. And today we're gonna go ahead and get into, I'm gonna say top 5, but it's really just 5 examples of what you can do to capitalize off future free agent cards that are future free agent players that could be getting cards pretty soon and make some pretty decent amount of coins. So make sure you stay tuned. And yeah, before we get any farther, let's go ahead and get this shameless plug. And don't forget to go ahead and join the Psychedelic Squadron by clicking the subscribe button. Also, make sure that you hit the bell icon to be notified of all future uploads. Alright, so just a quick tidbit prior to me getting any further into the video. As I was making this video, I did see that there was an NFL Movers Antonio Brown and an NFL Movers Odell Beckham that was released into the game. By the way, the card art looks awesome. I should have a picture on the screen for you right now, but if you hear me referring to them in this video, just remember I was unaware during the making of this video that these cards were released. So hopefully you still enjoy, and you know, everything still applies to these guys as well. Peace. All right, now that we got that out of the way, now as far as what cards that have already been announced, not announced necessarily, but what free agency moves have been announced. Of course, we got players like Nick Foles, Anthony Barr, and then a bunch of other players that have been signed, and then these players already got limited time cards and things like that. So what it looks like is there's still many players that got signed that still haven't gotten a card, such as Landon Collins. Not Anthony Barr, already picked him. Trey Flowers, Malik Jackson, things along those lines. So outside of Landon Collins and Malik Jackson, which will be 2 of them, so I will kind of go over what cards you should pick up from them in order to make a pretty decent profit. Fingers crossed, hopefully. You'd have to prepare now if they already aren't, as we check the auction block real quick. So we're going to go ahead and funnel through the auction block. Now, if I did like a typical, top 10 style, this might take a little while. So what we're going to do is we're literally just going to type in the names of the players, and just walk through it. So let's go ahead and peep Malik Jackson. Now, I'm not too sure if he already got a free agency card. So me and whoever's watching this is definitely going to be going through this at the same time. Hopefully he hasn't, because Eagles definitely need another defensive tackle, and he hasn't. So I can see him getting like a 95 overall card. And it looks like, I'm pretty sure his price, not necessarily raised. 91s, I don't think they go for 50K. I think they go for a little bit less. But it looks like his base elite is already 6K. His veteran card is 20K. So it looks like, I think I'm actually about to snipe a couple of these. Not snipe, but pick a couple of these up myself, because he will be on the Eagles theme team if he does get a card, and possibly a power-up, depending on what his overall is, because it looks like a lot of the higher overalls are going to get a lot of the power-ups. And if he does, I'm already going to be prepared, because I've been dying for another defensive tackle next to Fletcher Cox, because I just keep getting mauled in the run game. So I'm going to go ahead and invest a little bit of coins into this, and if he doesn't, I'll just go ahead and sell him. I'll take my little bit of an L. So this is basically the same thing that you're going to do for the other, all other players as well. So let's go ahead and look at a player that I already named, which will be Landon Collins. Now, I'm pretty sure, I'm 99.9% sure that his price is already going to be jacked up, because I think if he hasn't already gotten, a release date for his card, he might, I think he's going to actually end up getting a 90 or 98, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like his price is still actually fairly cheap now. His power up is cheap, but it looks like his core elite went up, because he was a little cheaper than that. His flashback is about the same. Night Guardians is still kind of in that same price range, and his 93 went down tremendously. So I could see, I would definitely suggest you actually invest into these zero chill ones, because they're 133 now, but there aren't a whole lot of them on the auction block, and there probably aren't going to be too many unless these cards are in packs, which I'm not mistaken, they're pretty scarce, honestly. So I would probably invest. If you have a decent amount of coins, invest into these. If you don't, though, I would highly suggest that you invest into these power-up players right here, because as you see this gap right here, 2, 3, 4, then 8. So I would pick up anything that you can get for about 3K or less, and then hopefully you got to capitalize at a specific time though, because after a certain time the power ups they tend to go back up or back down in price really fast. But the core elites and then flashbacks, these are going to be the ones that you also target if you don't have a whole lot of coins. So if you're in, the same price range as me, if you got the 240,000 coins, you got these 35k ones that you can go ahead and get. Now the only difference is power up passes do have a huge influence on this type of method. That's only because you got the 93 overall power up pass. Now you have the 94 to 95, so certain cards, and of course you got the I think it's 80 to 82. Then you got the 86 to 87 power up pass. So it could affect how this method goes, but for the most part, it's going to be pretty consistent, and you can still make some pretty decent coins off of these cards. But you got to do it as soon as they get released. Like, let the market kind of like set up. So, for instance, say he does get released, or he is being released right now. I'm not 100% sure if they're streaming. I did see a notification. So, say that these cards get released, right? Landon gets a limited time card, right? So that means that people are going to start preparing. So what you need to do is wait, since you've already bought yours, like, kind of metaphorically speaking, of course, you've already gotten yours. You've got like 5 power up cards. You've gotten like 5 Landon Collins core elites, and then you probably got like 3 flashbacks. Say these things are flying, and then like these power ups are actually at 10k at the moment. So then you just post your 5 for about 8k. Boom, you've made literally 5k profit on each. Of course, you got to factor in taxes as well. These are going for 12k. You bought them for 12k, 10k, somewhere in that price range. And then actually, let's filter and see if there's any cheaper at the moment. No, it looks like it's about the same. So you got these for 12k. They actually end up selling for like 25. So that's 13k. Of course, like I said, you got to factor in tax. And then same thing goes for here. These 35 actually turn into about 50, 60. Then you're still making coins. And you literally all you had to do was wait. Literally, all you had to do was wait. So this method is actually going to be like one of the best ways in order to make coins. It's just predicting, and then just keeping an eye on what's going on with the market, what's going on with a lot of these promotions, and just making your way and just staying on top of things. So let's go ahead and look at Kawan Alexander, which is a very interesting one, but he doesn't have a power up, and I honestly don't know if I don't even know that's how you spell Kawan. We're just gonna do NN Alexander. So I'm not really 100% sure about the market for an Alexander, but I'm pretty sure it's not how you spell Alexander. I'm pretty sure that you'll still have a pretty decent amount of I'm pretty sure I fucked that up. You'll still have a pretty decent amount of wiggle room as far as being able to capitalize on Kawan, but you want to focus on the ones that already have a power up card. Now, so Malik Jackson and Kawan Alexander, they're definitely out of the mix. But you can possibly make a pretty decent amount of coins off of it. I would 100%. Oh, I forgot he had a 95 overall, which means he would get no less than a 97, correct? And I don't even know if they have 97 overall free agency cards. Wow. Okay, so we're learning this together. But I would invest, just to be on the safe side, I would invest into these 82 or 84 overall cards. They're very low risk, and if they don't sell for what you expect them to, you can either put them in an elite token set, or you could just resell them back on the auction block, and hopefully you probably either lose your tax, or you'll most likely break a route even. But these ones, the blitz cards are a little touch and go, because you can power them up with training points if he ends up getting a power up card. But these bad boys right here, this team builders, yeah, the scout market is already so is kind of high when it comes to like more of the higher overall cards, especially something like him. And this dude's a beast if you look at his card. So I would stay away from trying to make any coins off of any team builders right now, or anything that sells off for scouts. Now let's go ahead and check out one more card, which 100% wholeheartedly is going to be a really good way to go ahead and make coins, and that'll be Trey Flowers. Trey Flowers is going to be a gold mine for making coins, and that's because he has so many cards. Like right here, like you see the gap in between these. I'm gonna go ahead and buy both of these, and with his card really literally looming right around the corner, I'm going to go ahead and purchase these and then see, when his card gets released, if it hasn't already been released, whether or not I can actually flip and make some coins off of this. Now, I'm going to take a risk on this, buying this for almost 10K because you see I bought the other one for 5. And there's a possibility that there might be a lot more that get sold if, later on. So 94s I would kind of stay away from. And that's only due to the fact that, it's kind of a higher risk. But you do have some pretty good opportunities to make coins off of this because the price is so high. People are going to might flood it, and people are very impatient. And if there's one thing that I can tell you before the end of this video is, out of all these coin making methods and all this other stuff, the one thing that you need to practice most is patience. Patience and preparation are going to be the two things really in life, but for the most part in Madden Ultimate Team, that are going to propel you to success in a lot of coins. So I hope you did enjoy, and I hope you did learn a lot from this video. I intended this to be a top 10, but with me kind of like talking too much and kind of showing you as opposed to just telling you, this did, knock down the other 5. But if you enjoyed, feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. 2-piece those mofos that'll help the channel grow tremendously. Also, let me know down below any other players that I've possibly forgotten, and then let's get some dialogue going down in the comment section below. I love talking to you guys. I love having comments down there. I love just, bouncing ideas off of you guys. It's pretty cool. So, yet again, I hope you did enjoy. Comment down below and stay tuned for more Madden 19 content such as this. Until next time, fellas. Peace.